Hello Leo, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you're new, welcome. This is a general collective reading for your sign for the month of June. I hope you will enjoy the reading. This will be sort of a summation of what's occurring for you. Just a few highlights that are occurring. We have Mercury Retrograde currently. This will be happening until the 22nd of June, and then there will be a small shadow period after that as well. And with these occurrences, generally good idea to back up your electronics or your technology, and you may have a few glitches occurring, but it also is just generally about communication. It's a very introspective period. It's a period of either reviewing or redoing or repeating in some instances. Anything with a re in front of it can be relocation. It can be either redoing or reviewing something, going over something again. But it can also be about, obviously, your communication, all types of communication, written, verbal, even body language. But it's usually, there's a tendency for things to get misunderstood or misinterpreted, or assumptions to be made. And in some cases, if it's document or contract related, some things can be overlooked, or they could be improved. So in this case, it would be worthwhile to not undertake any big moves or actions, or big purchases, even getting your car serviced, things like that. If you can avoid it, then do so. Otherwise, check everything. Something will need refinement within that process. And in some cases, you may have to go back again and do it again because something got overlooked. So it's a very good time. But in any case, just to go back and review certain events in your life. Certain things will pop up. But just to go over something, if you're trying to launch something, then a plan may need to be revised in some way, shape, or form. It can also be that some people or situations may pop back into your life, and usually it's you can get closure from that, or some kind of information or insight, something valuable comes in for you during that introspection period when you actually see this occurring. It may just be something that you see online or whatever it is. But it's a very good time to go over things that you're planning, or that you're wanting to work on or launch, or even to say, to refine it. And then once the period, that retrograde period, has passed, then you can start doing all of those sorts of things. So you'll come up with a much better plan than what you had initially. Now, there also is going to be a new moon solar eclipse, and this will be happening on the 10th of June. It's at 19 degrees of Gemini. So there's quite a bit of Gemini action. Mercury retrograde will stay within the Gemini frame. North node's also in there, and Sun obviously having this new moon solar eclipse also in Gemini. So that will be some sort of clean slate, or something new, a new beginning, a fresh start, something like that. But the solar eclipse can be a little bit jarring. It depends on your situation. It can obviously indicate a new direction of some sort, but it usually comes after some sort of event or something occurs. And this kind of then forces you into the present moment, and now you have to rearrange things, or it's like a rearrangement in your life, or it could be a 360-degree turn, a 180-degree turn. So it's a change of direction, or something coming in which needs your immediate attention. And you may feel uncomfortable once it occurs, simply because it may jolt you out of something. And being a fixed sign, Leo, that you may not welcome the change, or you may perceive it as being a bit of an upheaval. But always, these things are important. They're important for your growth, and they're important for your movement. And you may just be needed to be somewhere else, or doing something else which is more appropriate for you at this time in your life. So all these things are guided by your higher self as well. It normally affects, solar eclipse normally would affect your relationships, or your profession, your career, or in some cases it can be also, like I said, a relocation. but it's always about self-mastery. So whatever comes up, approach it with optimism, do everything you can to deal with it, to face it in some, whatever needs to be done, or come up with a plan at any rate. And you will find your feet and overcome it, whatever it needs to be. The other thing that is also happening is there is a Saturn and Uranus square which is occurring. Now this is also again between fixed signs, so that Saturn is in Aquarius and Uranus is in Taurus. You are also a fixed sign and you are at right angles to both of those planets. So I do expect some things to pop up. Saturn is retrograde currently, and being in Aquarius, Saturn is always about structure and discipline and rules in some cases, and also systems, and being in Aquarius, this is obviously futuristic tech or to do with tech. It can also be to do with your ideals or your future visions, and also it can be to do with aspects of friendship and so on, and social things, group things. And then Uranus being in Taurus, Uranus is always expect the unexpected. You never know with Uranus. Being in Taurus, this is again an earthy fixed sign. And this is, Uranus is always about change and deconditioning. And Taurus likes things to be calm and ordered and practical. So I expect some upheavals there. And being in Taurus, money will be related, banking, everything to do with finance or the accumulation of money, income, things like that. Also your self-worth and value systems, and in some cases your talents and abilities and skills may be getting a bit of a workover as well. And then also specifically something which may be of interest to you is Mars and Venus will both be in Leo. This will be happening at the end of the month, and they're both moving into Leo at the same time, and they will be there for a conjunction in July. And this is very nice because it's the masculine and feminine energies in the same sign, and it's a fiery sign, it's a romantic sign, so take that as it resonates for you. There are plenty of other things happening as well, but we'll see what happens for you in the cards now. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that does help to move the videos around YouTube. I usually pull out 3 houses of interest, areas of interest that are coming up in your life. Now we've got 3rd house, so communication is highlighted. It's going to be highlighted for most people, I think, but it's coming up for you as well. 12th house, this is the unconscious, and also dreams, connection to the divine, imagination, inspiration, all of those things, but there are some other aspects of it as well. The 7th house, so relationships. This can be, even if you're not in a relationship, then it will be other close personal one-on-one relationships, or it could be a business partnership. Let's get some astrology guidance. Sun, ooh, lovely card to be having. This is a very positive card, no matter when it comes up. All good things come with the sun. There. So we've got Yod Destiny and we've got Sagittarius. Bottom of the astrology deck is void of course, moon missing. So as I said, with Mercury retrograde, it's got a similar kind of an action. This is saying that something is going to be delayed or put on hold, or just it's not the best time to be putting your energies into big things while this action is in play. Now, it normally would take place over about a week, but it may pop up at some point during the month that we're talking about now. Let's get some goddess guidance. We've got Mart coming in. So it looks like something is going to go your way, some sort of negotiation or matter up for discussion. It could be a legal thing, some sort of contract or document. We've got Maeve, cycles and rhythms. we've got Athena, inner wisdom. You need to follow your instincts in your relationship there. And then we've got Una Easy Does It coming in as well. So patience with something. As I said, you're going to have that in any case with Void of Course Moon and obviously with Mercury in retrograde. There's something that is just unfolding as it needs to unfold, and so you can't push the river there. Let's get a fairy tarot for you. Justice. Okay, so it looks like you definitely got some sort of negotiation or legal matter, and there's communication involved, obviously, contracts, documents, things like that. Then we've got bottom of the deck, Princess of Autumn. So happy news coming in there for you. Let's get a Destiny card. Responsibility. Okay. All right, so let's see. So third house, this is everything to do with the communication, all forms, written, verbal, body language, online, whatever it may be. Contracts and documents are important with this. And also maybe short journeys or journeys by car that include maps or planning of some sort. It can also bring in communications to do with general relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, even siblings can come in with this, and neighbors. So it just depends on your situation. All of those aspects come in. Now it's saying we've got Sun here, and then we've got Mart, fairness. So Mart, fairness is always, as I said, to do with legal matters. She's got the scales of justice there. But it's also to do with any kind of negotiation or mediation or a discussion where things need to be sorted out. And it's saying the situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So you've also got justice appearing here. So I do feel that, you know, there is some kind of something that needs to be sorted out. It could even be to do with property, you know, whatever is your situation, you know, whatever's hanging in the balance there for you. So we've got Sun Spirit. This is a very, very positive card. This is like, you know, it's the best card in the deck. There's nothing negative about this card. It really is, and it's the ruler of your sign. So this is a very, very positive message. This is all about warmth and joy and happiness, and also charisma. It can also be health, wonderful health, or just your life force is very strong with this energy. It's like glow, it's like radiance. So if you are in the public eye, or if you talk to others, or you're busy online or whatever, then this is going to show up in some form. But if otherwise, if it's to do with something which you're trying to work on, something that you're working on in this third house, then this is saying that you've got a lot of power behind you at this time. It's also authentic power. It's got a lot of, as I said, charisma and influence that comes with this. So whatever you are embodying in this, it's saying that obviously take responsibility for this energy which is coming to you now. All right? Because you have a lot of influence, you have a lot of charisma, you have a lot of radiance, and you've got the opportunity to transmit your particular power to a lot of people, or to the people around you at this time. So, you know, you may have to take a leadership role with this, depending on your situation, but you may have to step up unexpectedly and actually take a leadership role. So this could very well be to do with, you know, you've put your case forward, or you've saying that this is the situation, and then something comes in and you now have to step up in some way, whereas before you were just part of the process, you were putting your case forward and so on, but now you actually have to step up. You actually have to walk your talk. But it is also about honor. It's about integrity and honesty as well. And so all of these things are embodied in this. Children may be involved, and creativity comes in with this. So whether it's a work project or something that's some sort of project that you're busy working with, it's saying that your creativity will be high, and your interaction with children, or enjoying the innocence of children, or that childlike quality of joy and happiness. It can also be that something important will be coming up either in December or in the summer months, depending on where you are. And this could be like a celebration or some sort of event. Celebration comes in very strongly with this card. So I do feel that whatever you are going to be negotiating about or mediating about, or court case, or any kind of contract and document situation, I do feel that you have the positivity behind you, and you have optimism behind you, and you have personal power, and it's got a very good outcome, I feel, with this card. But do bear in mind that this does come with the integrity and the honesty and the honor. And this is why you have responsibility, because you're going to have a lot of power, or you're going to have a lot of influence with this card. So use it wisely at this time, especially with this card, because if there's a negotiation or a mediation or some kind of discussion or legal situation that is unfolding, what she's saying is that release yourself from a specific agenda. Gunning for a particular outcome, whereas rather put your case forward and then let the universe deal with it. So let go after that, because you can't see everybody's point of view. You can't see every fact. You cannot know everything that is occurring around this situation, rather detach from a very specific outcome, which will, you kind of hinder the process when you do that. So rather put it forward with a good heart, and then let the process unfold, and let the universe handle whatever the details are, and that will bring in the fairness. So that's what she's saying, but it's something to do with that which is coming in for you in the third house. And obviously the responsibility side of it as well. Now we have got here, bottom of the Fairy Tarot, we've got Princess of Autumn. So this is studious, responsible, cheerful, mischievous. So this is quite a booky energy. It's learned, or likes to learn, does a lot of research. It's the gaining of knowledge is important. So this could very well be the situation in your third house, because this is also about learning. Normally it's early education, but it can also be about research, the internet, finding out things, exchanging ideas, talking to others, getting input, and so on. So it says here, happy news about your career, promotions or scholarships. So well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. So take that as it resonates for you in your situation, and apply it as what we've already discussed. But just remember that you're going to have a lot of power and a lot of influence, and I feel there's a good outcome. There's a wholesome and honorable outcome to this, but it's going to put you in some sort of leadership role, or you're just going to be in the spotlight in some way. So stay humble, stay grounded, and use this power and this energy, even if it's just energy that you're putting into whatever it is that you've been working on here. As it says here, well thought out plans that go perfectly. And third house can be about short journeys and plans or maps and things like that. So whatever, just take it as it resonates for you. But you're going to have a lot of power behind you. And this is your, the sun rules Leo. And we also have here justice. Take time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. So this is exactly what I said with Mart. But the way that you draw this energy into you is by, putting your case forward, doing your research, having everything that you need to present, then do so, and then detach from the outcome. And then that will allow the process to unfold without interference. And that is where you will get your fair and objective decision. So I do feel that this is coming in for you. But with the third house, as I said, that involves research or learning or understanding things, looking at things on the internet, exchanging, getting information, and so on. All of these things are important, and that's going to help you assist you with this situation. The number 8 may be important for you. It could be 8 as in 8 days or 8 weeks or the 8th month. So you may just be going through the process now. 8 is also about abundance, fruition, and luck. So all of these things are coming in for you. Now, we have got here 12th house escape. So 12th house can be all about unconscious issues. So this is normally to do with things that are in your unconscious, what goes on behind the scenes. So it can be, habits, behaviors, complexities, programming even, or learned programming, things that have been, you've kind of, or it could be something that you've inherited or something that you've assimilated from your family situation. And it's whatever drives you from underneath, but it can also be about many other things. It can be about spirituality. It can be about, your meditation or, spending time in reflection, quietness, solitude, retreat. Any of those things may come up with this house as well. It's the house where you go to access those depths that are within you, but it has got a very, very strong element for healing as well. So I do feel that this may come up because we have Jupiter in Pisces, and Pisces rules the 12th house at the moment. And Jupiter in Pisces gives you the opportunity for a breakthrough, for transcending things, for reaching for a higher consciousness. And it can also be very healing. As I said, the opportunity for healing is coming in for you in some way, shape, or form. And so this is all possible. The 12th house can also be about being in service to others as well. And a lot of people in the medical profession or in the health and helping profession often have a 12th house aspect. It can also be about dealing with addictions of all kinds, whatever they may be. This can be addiction to drama or codependency, or addiction to worry or to substances, whatever the situation. It could even be smoking, whatever the situation is, that sometimes can be stirred up with the 12th house. But escapism can also be like a behavioral trait, or it could just be that you need to make an escape, have a break, get away from things so that you can spend time in reflection and so on to find answers, or just to have a break. But it can also go the other way, which is escapism, in other words, not facing things. And certainly with the solar eclipse that's coming in on the 10th of June, that may very well highlight something which you need to deal with. It can also be about past lives, and also strong bonds with soulmates can sometimes come in with this. Also, it's about your particular karma, what it is that you're here to deal with. All of these issues may be coming up, and it can also be connection to the divine. So this is your spirituality, connecting to your spirit team, your divine source. And it can also be about imagination and inspiration. So if you're in a field where that is required, then you could be tapping into getting a lot of downloads at this time. Now here with the Yod Destiny, this is quite a strong card. This is a destiny card. So it's saying that whatever is occurring at this time is fated for you, and that there's no escaping it. You just must go through this process. This is a learning curve for you. Divine timing is at play here. And it's just a case of going through the motions, doing whatever you need to do. In some cases, you may just feel apart from others at this time because you are on a different path, or your views or your opinions or your life path is just differing from others at this time. So they are not going to be supportive or going to give you advice or even see what it is that you're working on. Because sometimes this can be about working in secret or working quietly on your own. And this could very well be you dealing with something which you need to deal with, and you're just going about it in your own way. You're doing your own research, or you're getting help in some way, or seeing somebody to assist you, whether it's a health issue or whatever it might be. But it's saying that the path is destiny. It's something that you're simply going to have to do, but it's going to build up tremendous inner strength. And there is success on the other side of this. It just feels a little bit chaotic and a little bit difficult because you can't see clearly 100% the entire path in front of you. It's almost like you're going along step by step, and each step gets revealed for you. But the only way to access the path or to get guidance is by going inward, and this is where the meditation and the retreat and your spiritual life is accented with this. So it's about connecting to your own inner GPS. So this gives you, and you've already got this with inner wisdom as well with Athena. It's about that. It's about your intuition. It's about your spiritual guidance, your spiritual promptings, listening to your guidance, actually tuning in, and following your gut instincts and your intuitions and your instincts and so on. And they will guide you. It's your inner GPS which will guide you through what needs to be going on. As I say, you may feel a little bit alone because not everybody will see what you are doing or be able to connect with what you are doing. Or you just may be breaking free from something and you now need to follow your own path. That can also be happening. But you will have success. It's just a very strong energy coming down, pointed at a very specific path that you're on. And it can be a little bit chaotic and a little bit disruptive, but it's saying that you just have to access that inner knowing in order to navigate this path. For Maeve, cycles and rhythms, honor the cycles of your body, energy levels and emotions, all of that comes in. It's saying that there's an opportunity here for you. Some opportunity is coming in, but you also need to look after your body. Look after your body, your temple. So if you are dealing with things like smoking, or you have a habit which is not good for you, like too much of anything, or doing something that triggers you, whatever the situation is, it's about looking after your body, honor the cycles of your body, energy levels and emotions. So if you're tired, don't tackle big things. Take a break, go into retreat, do a little bit of meditation, or go to a yoga class, or whatever it is that you like to do. Take time out to look after yourself. Honor your biorhythms. When your energy is strong, then you go after and you do certain things. So have lined up the big tasks and the small tasks, things that you can do when your energy is low and things that you can do when your energy is high. And rest and recuperate. In some cases, it may be to do with actual body cycles. For the feminines out there, it may be to do with that, managing that, or just resting when you need to rest. And obviously it affects your emotions, all of these things come in. So it's just observing and looking after yourself. Be your own best friend at this time, so that you can do this very important work, which is coming in for you. And this may be a long cycle or a small cycle, it depends. But it's saying that there's an opportunity for progress here, and that some door is going to open for you. But you need to be ready for it. If you're tired or frazzled or worn out, then you're not going to be tackling it at your best. Then we also have here 7th house. So the 7th house is all close personal one-on-one relationships. So this can be a committed relationship like a marriage or a long-term partnership, or where you are just committed. It's next level after a love affair. This is a committed partnership or love relationship. In some cases it can be a business partnership. The lower courts also come in with this. So any one of those aspects may be coming in. This can also be highlighting aspects that you're seeing in your partner which you don't like in yourself. This is what your partners are there for, and what you do for them and what they do for you. You're like a mirror for your person, and so they will reflect back to you aspects that you perhaps need to work on, which is why you have the 12th house here. So we've got Sagittarius, and then we've got Athena inner wisdom. So I do feel that this is all about your intuition at this time. You're really going to be needing to use that to guide your path right now. And Sagittarius is all about that. It rules, your intuition it comes in, your intuitive processes come into Sagittarius, but it's also about seeing the big picture. So this is about looking at a bigger picture than just the very tiny details. Sometimes you have to look at the big picture in order to see which way you've got to go. And so don't allow yourself to get too bogged down in details. Have a bigger picture, and then work on it step by step as you go along. It's a very expansive energy. It's a very lucky energy. In some cases it can be a breakthrough. It can also be some sort of like almost like a happy regenerative energy where things are going well, like a breakthrough comes in, or some kind of upliftment that comes in with this. But it can also be to do with legal matters again. It can also be touching on higher education or learning or adult education. It can any kind of work which involves promotions of things. So this can be to do with publishing or promotional work of all kinds, and it can also be to do with going on a sort of an adventure or a journey. So if you are linking up with somebody, then you could be starting on a new journey with them. It can also be like a physical journey. So you may be wanting to travel with your person, or it could be to do with an adventure within the mind. So some sort of learning situation. But it can also be like a long distance travel, or sort of international travel, or dealing with foreign things may also come in with this. It's also about religion, philosophy, and belief systems may also come up in this situation. So it's all tied up with your relationship, or your one-on-one close personal relationships. Now, Athena is inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. So it's saying that you need to use your intuition at this time. All the things I've highlighted. With Sagittarius, you perhaps need to see a bigger picture, and then you'll be able to navigate. There's a full moon here. So full moon this month will be on the 24th of June. It's full moon in Capricorn. This is about structure and being systematic, having goals. It's a very ambitious energy, Capricorn. But having goals, business-like, and structured, and utilizing your resources very well. Now, the full moon is going to be a result or a culmination of something, and that could also involve gratitude, so being grateful for something that you're receiving, a breakthrough, or it could be a legal result, or some sort of result from a communication or a negotiation. It could also involve forgiveness. So just take it as it resonates, whatever it may be. But full moon there, you've got the wisdom of the owl, and you've got your spirit team behind you helping you, and there's communication there. But this is intuition, instinct, using your spiritual guidance or your downloads, or your accessing that information, which is going to help you move forward. Now we do have here void of course moon. This is coming in. So as I said, with the Mercury retrograde, it's a very similar kind of an energy, and it's kind of, it can bring in delays. It can bring in aspects to do with sorry, my candle's just burning something. As I said, it can be aspects of delays. It can bring in aspects to do with almost like don't put your energy into something that you really want at this time. So it may just be best to just go quietly through what it is that's occurring. It just follow your normal course right now with this, because things are not what they seem under this energy. Void of course moon missing means it's like a shadow energy. Things are not clear. There's things moving on around in the background. There's things going on in the background. There are wheels turning in the background that you're not aware of all the factors 100%. And I feel that maybe also to do with this this situation that's to do with this judgment or this legal thing or negotiation. That's why I say detach from a specific outcome, because there may be other factors going on that you're not aware of. So it just continue with your normal path. Just do whatever needs to be done, but don't put your energy into big things that you want, things that you want to manifest, or big actions, and so on. Just continue with your normal routine, and just let the energy unfold. And then later on, it normally, as I said, it's about a week, but with the Mercury retrograde for most of June till the 22nd, and then even then there's a small shadow period afterwards. I'm thinking that this is kind of got the similar energy going on with it as well. So it's just saying there may be a few delays, or there may be something that you just need to wait on. Let it unfold. and then when you feel that the energies are right, then you can take it up again. As I said, normally with Mercury retrograde, that can be there can be miscommunications going on, or something that you may want to send doesn't get sent, or doesn't get delivered, or an email doesn't arrive, or you get misinterpret things, or you don't pick up things. Everything has to be triple checked. But this is about putting your energy into something that you really want. If you do it under this energy, it's likely that you won't get a good result, or you won't get any result at all, or you get the wrong result. And this can apply to things like medical tests, or big actions, or promoting something. You just won't get the result that you desire. So rather wait. Wait until the energy is shifted and you feel that things are moving now, and then you can initiate under this. But it's saying that there are things going on in the background. Things are not what they seem with this energy. Just wait until it's cleared. Then we have here, Una, easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So that's why I say, if there's any impatience or any concern or attachment, let it go. Because everything is working out. Everything is in perfect timing. And certainly with the Yod, this is about divine timing. So in the meantime, you've got work to do. You've got things to do, to work on in yourself. And it's a period of introspection, as I said. So easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things. Okay. And this is why I think you've got Mart, and why I said don't attach to a specific outcome. You may be driving for a specific thing to unfold, or specific thing to happen, and she's saying just stay cool until the energies have shifted. This is also about if you're trying to push forward with the void of course moon, you may be trying to push forward on a business deal or something that you want to do for yourself, and it's saying that it could be a project or a business, or something that you're trying to work on. It could be to do with studies, promotional work, whatever it may be. It's saying that, whatever it is that you're working on is going to unfold as it needs to. There's perfect timing at play here. And this is about you applying your attention and your energy and your attentiveness to that. But it's got to be something that you've got to nurture. It's going to take time. It will unfold as long as you are nurturing and you are, focusing on your pet causes, or your interests, or your relationships, whatever is close and personal and important to you. As long as you are focusing on that and nurturing those, then that is what will grow. It could also be like if you are trying to start something like a business, or you've got an idea, or it could even be a whatever it is. It's saying that it may be initially starting slow. So it could be like on a part-time basis, and then it will grow, and then you can, once you've got things established, then you can move into it as a sort of a full-time arrangement. So take that as it resonates. But it's saying that, you've got to nurture these things, let things unfold. There's no need to force. Everything is happening as it should do. Okay, Leo, I hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. Have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time.